The venereal disease from hell. When the truth came out, there was absolute outrage universally, despite all the efforts of the church to cloud the minds of people forever and ever. The knowledge that they had actually created a disease that they themselves could control was enough to make people finally rip that Jew nailed to a cross from their necks and throw it on the ground like garbage. And truly, there was no law that said you couldn't do it, but nobody melted it down for anything. They just buried them and left them for some future people to find and contemplate exactly who we were. There were logical diseases. If there was contact to contact, of course, these conditions could be reproduced in a laboratory. Certain viruses come to life at certain temperatures, and at different temperatures, things no longer are a problem. Knowing this, of course, allows for the balco of aggressive weaponry. This is plagues on steroids, science for the good of humanity, because somebody knows what's good for us. So there is this idea of a penalty that gets paid. You get the heebie-jeebies on your genitals, and oops, there it is. Of course, you go to medical science and you get your box of meds that requires a doctor's visit and an examination and some rather uncomfortable manipulation of your genitals by someone who either is or is not in a good mood. And then you get patted on the ass and told good luck, this one is okay, or that one is going to be with you for a while. Somebody should have jacked off but didn't. Somebody should have had a better relationship with their women, but didn't. Somebody went ahead and lived a Christian life, and this one of the Benny and the Jets. And this is one of the Benny and the Jets. I'm saying that there is a way to live without Christianity and the sugar and the meat. I'm saying we make certain things they could that otherwise would not be sacred, and maybe we have something sacred instead of this thing that we have, which is not really very sacred. You have to agree that that is the truth. No matter what kind of low-rent, cocaine-infested, cigarette-smoking, car-driving, poser, faggot, loser, marrier of homosexual prostitutes, clothes-loving, hermaphroditic plague infestors you are, you have to at least understand this. Fuck it. You have to agree that this is the truth, no matter what kind of low-rent, cocaine-infested, cigarette-smoking, car-driving, poser, faggot, loser, marrier of homosexual prostitutes, clothes-loving, hermaphroditic plague infestors you are. You have to at least understand this. God damn, that feels good. You have to agree that this is the truth, no matter what kind of low-rent, cocaine-infested, cigarette-smoking, car-driving, poser, faggot, loser, marrier of homosexual prostitutes, clothes-loving, hermaphroditic plague infestors you are. You have to at least understand this. So the thing is, they can turn this on and off as they like. If you're a good boy, you can minimize it. But if you step out of line, even for a minute, those heebie-jeebies come back and say, howdy, bro, back from jail, and we're going to stay here if that's okay with you. God love Christian Scientists. So I guess if I say that I did this live, and you get the idea that I did this live, and I guess if I said I could play the guitar or organize a garden, or had some common sense, or the ability to put together words, or even that I was physically capable of doing whatever it is I was capable of, despite the desecrations to my personal temple done by people who just couldn't get enough of it. This has got to be enough. And I know I'm known as a name dropper, and that is problematic, but it was Kamala Harris who told me that I needed an outlet when I got to the end of the road of my upcoming elections books. I think she was talking about something else, but everything else here seems to be from her advice. Maybe she's not such a bad person to listen to during the upcoming election. And I hear she's getting in shape, so we got that to look forward to as well.